Hello everybody, welcome to the Cosmic Crusade podcast. This is going to be an Aquarian's journey through life. Let's get cozy, let's get settled in, and let's prepare to talk about the mystic, the cryptic, and all the weird things in between. So yes, hello, I'm Jay, and obviously I'm an Aquarius, and this Aquarius thought that it would be a fun little passion project to have this form of creative outlet to let all of my thoughts out. I'm very excited to discuss a wide variety of topics. I have many interests and hobbies and things of that nature. Like, you hit me up with spiritualism, tarot, you hit me up with the paranormal, but then also I love cooking and baking and gardening, and I'm a little gamer, and there are just so many wonderful little hobbies that you get to have while you're here on this planet, and why not discuss it all and talk about our journey and shared experiences? It's a very cool thing. So I'm very excited for this. It was actually the new year that had inspired me to get into this type of thing. This year I approached the new year with very open eyes, very, wow, we could really have a growth mindset, a change mindset, and why not try something different, explore, experience, live life the way we should. So yeah, this year I actually did an ins and an outs type of thing, and I actually sat down and had this as a journal entry situation where I'm okay, these are the things that I want to look at, that I want to bring in to the new year, and these are the things from last year that I don't necessarily care for anymore. So I would be very interested to hear if you guys did anything like that and what your ins and outs and goals would be for the new year. Hello, I love that type of thing. So some things that I'm bringing in with me into this new year: Whole Foods. I get it. The convenience of, let me swing through that Mickey D's. Let me just pull up in a drive-through, hand someone my little card, and then have a meal. And then go home and I'm good. I'm set. I get it. It's so easy, but it's so bad. It's expensive. Fast food is not the fast food that I knew as a child growing up, where my parents would just get it and it's no biggie. Even as a teenager, I feel I was able to get fast food and it was okay, yeah, whatever. Take my money, because you're not gonna take very much of it. It was kind of a cheaper option type of thing, but that's just not the truth anymore, because if you're thinking of fast food nowadays, I mean, sometimes it feels like a luxury. And when you're spending that kind of money, I would just rather have that money go towards actual groceries. Let me hit up a farmer's market and let me get some fresh fruits and vegetables, and let me make my own dishes at home. I love that. So definitely cooking is also a big in for me this year. This is all very shifting away from processed foods, fast foods, and things of that nature, and doing more of I'm making this myself. I know exactly what went into this, and I'm eating it fresh. Because I feel that's just the way it's supposed to be, It's much healthier to cook at home. It's less expensive to cook at home. And you don't have to go out and deal with people. Hello? Okay, yes, introvert over here. But I would definitely say I've had a really good experience, and I've learned a lot too. I want to do a little cookbook, a little something to where I can keep down all of these recipes that I'm trying out, that I'm experimenting with, and then I write down the ones that really worked out, or were wow, these amazing dishes that were just fantastic, and I want to create them again. I would really love to get into something like that. This actually kind of all started out with my journey with HelloFresh. I heard about them, everybody talks about it, and I was okay, why not? So I signed up, and I ran through the free trials, and then I gave my boyfriend oh, hey, if you sign up, you can get some free boxes, whatever. And that was really convenient, and that was really amazing. And I think it really taught me to portion control, and that management of the food sources that we have in the house, especially when cooking for two, because I just never had that situation before where I'm cooking for two. I've always had like, I'm either cooking for myself or like I'm cooking for an event, a party, a plethora of people, if you will. So it was very interesting and definitely a learning curve, recently getting into cooking for just the two of us. But it's been amazing and a wonderful experience. Another in for the new year is self-care. I really love this time of year because winter reminds us to like slow down, chill, be with yourself, make time for yourself, okay? Because when it's nice out and when it's spring and summer, there's a lot of hustle and bustle, okay? We're all going and getting all these things done and running errands. But like, I feel like the winter, just kind of naturally, those activities start to be on the decline. It's very, I'm not going out there. I see that, and I'm not going to be driving in it. I'm not going to be walking in it. I'm not going to be slipping in it. And let's be honest, I'm not going to be falling in it because that's exactly what would be happening, okay? And listen, I am a January baby. I love the winter. It's my favorite season, okay? I love looking at the snow, and I think it's beautiful. Of course, I don't prefer driving in it. Nobody does. But, you know, it's kind of a necessary evil in that sense of like, okay, this is definitely, I'm gonna stay inside, sit with self, and kind of just maintain things around here. It's so satisfying to get like a deep clean done of the house. Are you kidding? Because what else am I gonna be doing? It's winter. I can clean the shit out of my house. It's sparkling top to bottom, okay? We're having fun and we're getting it done. Love. And I also think there's like, especially with the New Year's, and speaking of winter and self-care, it's like a lot of new habits can be created, and it's definitely a time to be like setting a lot of goals. So I love hopping on that train. I've recently been doing, well, I've always been doing yoga. I've been into yoga for a minute. Very taking care of the physical, but I started getting back into meditation too, okay? Taking care of the mental, taking care of the spiritual. We're vibing, essentially. And for me, meditation is something that I always kind of come in and out of. Like, I enjoy doing it. It's something that is like pleasant to me. Like, I always have a good experience with it, but it's just the aspect of like, okay, I'm sitting down and I'm gonna like shut my brain off for the next 5 to 10 minutes. That's like, okay. That's where it feels like a commitment, and I don't, no. I would also say goals in general are definitely in for the new year, because it feels a lot more, I don't know, you feel more accomplished having goals. And I mean this in the sense of having like micro goals, not like these big huge things, not like I'm gonna get a new car, I'm gonna get a new job, I'm gonna get a new house, I'm gonna move out of state. Like, no, I'm talking like, okay, I'm gonna get pillow covers. Okay, I'm gonna lose 5 pounds. Okay, I'm going to start eating a fruit and a vegetable once a day. Like, you know, just smaller goals and things of that nature. For me, looking into the new year, some goals that I want are definitely to be reading more books. And, okay, speaking of, pairing with that, screen time, extreme screen time, that's an out, okay? That is an out for 2025. It's just, it feels connecting, but it's so disconnecting, you know? And I would rather channel that time into something productive, like this. Like, let me do my little passion project, okay? Let me read my little book. Let me scribble down and do some little arts and crafts or something like that. Like, let me build some Legos. I don't know, just like, it feels like the screen can really suck you in and suck you dry of all your time, okay? It will be gone like that. And it's kind of crazy how much time can fly by before you actually notice how much time has gone by because you're sucked into the screen, which I've experienced myself many a times, okay? But yeah, I just think having less screen time and the new year is a goal for me as well. Also, Avi, fast food isn't out. Goodbye. Goodbye. Is it even good anymore? Was it even ever good? No. Is it good now? No. I don't think we're missing anything. I don't think we're missing anything. We can do it at home. We can do it ourselves, okay? Also, I would say, as an out, people pleasing. People pleasing, goodbye. Goodbye. I feel like I was a chronic people pleaser for such a long time. I don't have time for that, okay? I don't have time for what you're thinking right now, okay? This is my reality that I'm experiencing, so I'm gonna kind of be in control of that. I'm gonna take charge and say, like, listen, I can't do things just to make you happy. You kind of gotta make you happy. And don't get me wrong, like, I'm still gonna be a very nice person, very civil, like, kind, always, of course. But, like, I feel that I would pressure myself to, like, make sure that other people are good. Make sure that other people are at their best. That's not my job. That's not my lesson to be learned. And maybe within doing that, I'm stripping them of lessons that they can be learning. And, you know, you can look at it from that side as well. So I would definitely say that people pleasing, get out, okay? Hate to know ya, and I don't want to anymore. So goodbye on that. Yes, but wintertime, really good. Also, tea is what I'm getting back into. That's like another goal, is to drink more tea, because I was cleaning out my kitchen the other day and I found like a literal stash that I had just forgotten about from the move. I literally forgot I had, like, honestly, a whole container of different teas. And I was like, it's a wonderful discovery. It is a wonderful discovery, and I'm gonna start drinking it. So I had a nice little pumpkin spice chai earlier. That was very good. There's also like a lovely Earl Grey, amazing things in there. So I definitely want to start drinking tea again. It's just hard to want like a hot drink like that in any other season. So this is the season, this is the time. I'm gonna be sipping that tea up, one bag at a time. I also really want to try making an iced tea, because there's like a blueberry lavender tea that I have as well, and I feel like a blueberry lavender iced tea would go hard. I think that would be absolutely amazing. I think I'm gonna have to try that, and maybe we can circle back on that one next time, huh? Like, I'm just so excited. Okay, so if you made it this far, thank you for listening to me, you know, ramble on and on. This has been the Cosmic Crusade podcast, our very first episode. Nice little introduction moment. I had such a blast making this. I am very excited to get down to the nitty-gritty, start getting better at this, and start making more episodes and more yap sessions. So until next time, peace and love.